Hey guys, it's Corey here. So every day I'm trying to learn something new about AI, and I'm trying to get it to automate and simplify my life. I mean, sorry, I'm misspeaking today. Simplify my life in terms of my work progress, in terms of trying to find that multi-million dollar idea, and I'm doing everything I can to figure out an idea. So, like, here's an application that I just came up with. It's an Outlook email automation tool using AI. I have two multimodal AIs, meaning that they're on my computer only. They're not using the internet, these guys. And they're like ChatGPT. And so you can type in your prompts to them and ask them to do tool call requests and so on. So I'm in here using Windsurf right now. It's not a great IDE to use, to be honest. I'm quicker in using Grok at Twitter there than I am using this for developing this program. But I thought I'd try this because of the fact that it has the ability to see all the files, and I thought I'd leverage a little bit larger overall view of the program rather than just have um, Grok look at one file only. So I've been trying, and it's been very slow, very slow. But I finally got it to do one thing, which was open Outlook. If I type open Outlook VAI, I should open up the Outlook program. Oh, it might not this time there. What happened? Successfully create, attempting to active explorer, successfully retrieved. No active explorer found, creating a new one. Okay, so I think maybe I'm gonna try. There's been multiple instances of this app. There he goes. Okay, let's see if we can do it again here. I just popped it open on my other screen. Open Outlook. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. So all I had to do is type in open Outlook. And I'm just going to kind of go over, and I know this might be a little bit of a boring video for some, but I just want to show you how I am approaching developing software and trying to use AI in it to get my results. And I just wanted to show you, how it works and so on there. So I can type out to the AI model. If you weren't sure if this is really AI, I might be able to say hello and say send a request. But it's actually, you know what? Actually, this is just tool calling. So basically, tools are like your applications on your computer. It's also more deeper than just utilizing the application, but it's actually a tool within, or a function within the application. So if you need to send an email, there's like 2 or 3 tools to send an email. One is to call up the application to open up the blank email. The next is to insert the content. And then after you've inserted the content, then you can send out the third command would be to send the email. So I'm assuming that there's either 2 or 3, I can't say for sure, tools that you're going to utilize just to send off an email. So anyways, I just thought I'd demo that again, and I'm going to pop it up here again just to show you for fun here. See if this works again. It may not work a second time because, oh, it worked. Okay, so the next challenge that I'm trying to do now, because this is the first time, I just started this like about an hour ago or so, and I'm just trying to get it to open an email. So let's see if we can get it to open an email. Now I just basically, okay, so this was the older one, and then Outlook popped up. So what I want to do now is I want to go back. Oh no, okay, wait, let's see here. Let's restart this just to make sure. I don't want to get confused. The problem with Windsurf is it doesn't close out as nicely. I'm not as experienced with it as I am with PyCharm. So this application here can be opened multiple times at once, and it will create a conflict if I try to make a request at the same time in two of these at once, and they're both operating off of a different code base, because the code could change midway through in the newer program that ran after the code was changed is up running off of that interface, while the previous one was running off the previous code base. So the older one would be like an older version running at the same time, but it's code base has disappeared and been updated, but it's just cached away in memory until the instance is done. So let's see here. Let's open Outlook again, because I've already closed it out. And it's taking a long time, which is not normal for, well, it is in a way, but it is not normal actually that Outlook takes this long. So I'm kind of curious as to why. But Outlook is slow in many aspects, so I'm not surprised. But okay, so the next thing that we got to do is see if we figured out. Open blank email. Let's see if it figured it out yet. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, so you didn't see that, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to close that, and then it should pop up on this screen. Open blank email, and then send request. Bam! Alright. Now, the next challenge. Add this email address to the send, or the to area. That's my old email address there. Let's see. So, is it smart enough to know okay, open blank email. So it did that. So now it's saying name, create email, parameters, attempting to create a new email using direct command. Okay. Check Outlook. Command, send to create a new email. Please check Outlook. User input, open a blank email. Okay. Okay, we're way down here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I kind of already got this debugging log here. So basically, if you're trying to learn how to code, you're brand new to debugging a program, you always want to have this like debug console or logging console, whatever you want to call it, so that you can read that and send it to the AI. And then so we're right here right now, so let's go back. I got to open the blank email, but it did not let me insert any content like email addresses or subject line or content in the email for that blank email. Can you update the script for that? Okay, and it should be able to like look at it. Okay, so I did connect. Now if you're experienced enough with Windsurf there, it should be grabbing the logs. I got a log file, and I also connected it to this interface too as well. I just told windsurf, hey, connect the logs from the program to this interface so that if it's logging, it usually logs out sends the log right to the interface. And I'm just going to add it here just in case. So let's put it, enter here, go from there. Okay. So this is the script that you're working off of. If you wanted to know, there it's the main.py. There's nothing in the front end or back end file, and there's nothing. Oh well, I actually created this originally with Grok, and then I switched over to Windsurf, and I said, you know what, screw it, we're gonna use Windsurf just to see. And it's got up, 353 lines of code, which is not bad. There's so many challenges with this interface though that I don't like. Your console. Well, where do your console's over here, but it should be here, or you should see something here, and I I don't know where I'm operating half the time here. It's if you're maybe a person that's used to VS Code, it's just a lot more different, and if you're not used to it or whatever, that makes it harder to operate in. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna go back. We're gonna start over again. I don't even want to start there, and we're gonna go back and try open Outlook. Bam. Okay, open blank email. See, I'm gonna type in a different term there. I think last time, okay, open, let's say a blank email, or do you want to say a new email? Let's say a new email. So just to show you that this is dynamic, it's not, I'm not putting in the same exact words every time. Just to give you an idea here. Okay, open new email. Bam. Okay, so I'm gonna try that again here. I'm gonna go like this. Open blank email. See what happens. Okay. Open email. Does it do it? Okay, it's thinking. It's thinking. Does not know. Command not recognized. Okay, so open. Let's type new email. Oh, look at that. So there's 3 different ways I commanded. I gave to calling, and it's dynamically answering based off of what I write in the prompt. So it didn't like. So I don't know how many other ways I could call it there. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do just for fun? Let's go to Grok here for a second. Oh no, yeah. Let's go to Gemini. It doesn't matter what we do. Give me 20 ways to call an AI to open a blank email. Okay, now what we're this is just for fun, right? So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna get our email operation here. Let's see if it works. Okay, compose a new email. So this is what's so awesome about AI, is that it's pretty crazy right now. So we're gonna go compose a new email. Okay, that worked. Okay, start a new email. Did I do that one? I don't think I did, but we're gonna try. Does it work? Boom, works. I think we did open a blank email. Create a new email message. All right. Draft an email. Not working. Okay, so there's another thing that it's not sure about. I wonder, what about this one? Write a new email. There he goes. Open my email to compose. Okay, not working. I need to send an email. Let's see here. Oh, not working. I think we did new email already. Begin a new email draft. Let's see if that works. Worked. Let's write an email. Not working. Open the email composer. I don't know what that means. I never would use that. Nope. Prepare a new email. Look at that. That's pretty good. I am seeing better than 50% on my responses, and it's dynamic. This is the crazy thing about it all, is that you want a tool caller. You want something that AI can just call. Boom. Look at that. Fire up my email. Fire up a new email. Can you open a new email for me? Bam. Initiate a new email. So no longer are you... This is like Star Trek. You know, computer, open email. Let's try that. Open a new email. All right, so there we go. So we did a Star Trek command and it worked. Open email, new message. Okay, let's see. Oh, didn't work. Start composing an email. This works. So we're doing them all just to see. Nope. Help me write an email. Okay. Well, anyways, you already seen a demonstration of dynamic tool calling. So dynamic, if you don't fully understand the terminology there, dynamic versus static. Dynamic means it changes, it's variable, versus static is static. It's not a variable. Doesn't change. So right now we are in the process of dynamic tool calling, just to call open an email, and I probably could do that with opening Outlook as well. So let's do that right now just to see. Give me 20 more just for opening. Well, Outlook, I guess I can do a couple of them, but I'm not going to probably go through all of them because Outlook takes forever to open, it seems like. So, but it would be nice to see how many different ways I can say open Outlook. Yeah, I can even add the quotation in there. Let's see. Okay, let's try and do it differently then. Doesn't like it. Okay, so what we need to do, and you know what? This has got a memory to it, so it's going to memorize. All of these calls. And you know what? Actually, there I can go back. I'm going to take the logs here. Watch this now, okay? I am going to update this right now. So I'm just going to insert these. It's not going to open them. Then I'm going to go back to Windsurf, and I'm just going to tell it, hey, I got 20 calls here, 20 commands, and these are the ones that didn't work. These are the ones that worked. Update the whole thing, and then we'll come back to this and see if this works here. And that way, you can see how crazy and easy this is now. So I'll just keep on trying this, because it's all in my logs there, right? So it'll tell you what worked and what did not work. At least it should tell me in those logs. I don't read them very well. But just try to focus on doing. Does it work? Not work. I don't want to waste a lot of time on trying to read too much into the details of the log there. I feel like the more you end up wasting time into reading the logs, the more it drags you down and the more it slows you down, and I can see why people give up so easily on this stuff. And to tell you the truth there, it's not easy. It is really, like, look at this. This is tedious work. You have to sit here all day, all night. I was up to, oh, that worked. That was the first one. What did it say? What do we get to say? Can you open Outlook for me? And it finally worked. Okay, so there we go. Okay, let's close that out. It worked. Okay. Oh, did it log it though? Yes. Okay. Fine. Did not work. Fire up Outlook. Bam. Get Outlook running. Bam. Open Outlook email. Bam. Oh, no, it didn't work. Open Outlook calendar. See, this one I don't really care to because it's calendar. So what I'm going to do now, just to kind of show you guys how, I'm going to just take this now, and I'm going to go back. So what do you got to look, start Outlook application there. So all these commands, use access Outlook, open Microsoft Outlook, help me write an email. Let's write an email. Okay, still draft an email. Create a new message. Command send to create a new email. Please check Outlook. Start a new email. Compose a new email. New email. Open email. Open blank email. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the top of the list here where it's where we started that. Okay, open a new email. And then I think this is where, okay. Now let's go back to Windsurf. And I'm just going to tell it, review the calls, the written calls by the user. There are two types. One is to open a new email, and the other is to open Outlook. Look at whether the command worked or failed, and update the tool call cache, which is the memory, for these written requests for those calls. Written calls. For these written requests. For those calls. For those two types of calls. Oh, and look for the command. Okay, wait. I better get more specific. Look at whether the command worked or failed. Update the tool call cache for these written requests for those two types of calls. If it failed, then have it updated so that it works, because all of those written requests should have made the program do one of those two commands. Okay, and here we go. So let's add the log. Bam! Okay, so we gotta go back down. Okay, so we're at 25 minutes in this video. I'm not too sure how much longer I'm gonna, give you here. Maybe I'll end it at the 30-minute mark, and that way it's not too boring. But I just thought I'd show you guys a little bit of how I approach my coding a little bit, and how I can get the AI involved. And so this is just to give you a heads up. So that literally is the local models 5.4 mini and Llama 3.18 billion. Those are local models on my computer, and I can show you every time I prompt it as well there. The GPU should go up, I would think. So like, let's see, open Outlook, just to have fun here. Okay, you know what, let's close this one out. Let's accept the changes here, and then accept. It's opening it up, so it's opened it up in the other window. That's why it didn't pop up here. And let's do a test here. So, okay, you know what? Let's do initiate. Initiate Outlook. And send request. Looks like I think it worked. Let's see here. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, wait, secure. Let's go back to Google. And what did it say here? Did it say anything about? Okay, launch Outlook. Let's try launch Outlook. Let's see what happens here. There he goes. So that didn't work earlier. So start Outlook. Boom. Open Microsoft Outlook. So the one difference here, okay, and this is something there that you learn about AI, is that it's slower at processing, and when you start adding things to cache or memory, it remembers, and it's very fast. And I figured out that, generally speaking, AI is made for dynamic calls. It's mainly going to be that it's the automation tool for dynamically, that, how do I explain that there? It's great for verbal communication. This would be great for verbal communication, I guess we could just say. It's great for just typing in, and so that's basically, what I wanted to show you here. So I'm going to try, I don't even know if this is going to work or not there, new email. So command sent to create a new, look at that. So it opened up, create new email. So this is, and I can add and add and add. So basically we're only adding the caches that work. We try not to let the ones that don't work in, but sometimes they falsify their report and say it worked. But yeah, so there you goes. You have, there's Fire Up Outlook. Let's see. Boom. Get Outlook running. Remember, all these didn't work. So, all I have to do is I could probably run through a list of all of the commands that people could come up with. Now, the only downside is that this is not as dynamic as I want, okay? This is great for starters. I think the reason why it's not as dynamic as I want is because the model is not trained to take commands and think and reason. And so if I used R1 or reasoning on top of this, which it technically, I think it does have reasoning for 5.4 mini, but I just downloaded it, so I don't know enough. But for now, whatever there, that's pretty cool, eh? Like, we got Outlook to start up just by a written command, and the AI is working. And you can see, like, I was going to show you that it's working on my computer. So open Outlook. So let's see here. It might actually be calling the cache. Actually, it might not even actually operate the GPU. It might just say, hey, you know. But I think it does have to have a piece. It should spike a little bit. But it looks like what I've done is I think I'm trying to optimize the script, because that that didn't spike for nothing, which is pretty cool. Like if you want to see a spike here, just to give you an idea here, so I can run the 5.4 mini in my command prompt here, and I can say hello. Now this should spike the GPU over here. Oh, it's super fast. No wonder. Okay, tell me a story about how Corey changed the world with his Outlook AI tool calling program. Always want to be a believer, right? Okay, so the GPU here, oh, there it goes, right there. So yeah, so when you get it working hard, it just goes. Okay, what did it say here for the finale? In the end, Corey not only changed how millions around the world, around our planet worked, but also inspired countless other inventors and developers to explore new possibilities that AI could bring forth. Oh, it's always great to be called a her in this process, eh? Damn it. So it wasn't me, obviously. Her groundbreaking invention truly transformed Microsoft Office applications into something far beyond what anyone had imagined just a few years earlier, redefining productivity for generations of users across diverse industries worldwide. So you think most Corys are girls? Well, no, I'm sorry if my previous response is confusing or unclear. I meant to refer specifically to a Corey being an ambitious young software engineer who used her knowledge. Where did you get that idea that Corey is a girl? I apologize for any confusion in my previous. I intentionally implied gender based on common stereotypes. Wow. Alright, so there you guys go. Now, for all the girls that are named Corey, there you go. There you got AI siding with you more than the guys. And I'm jealous. It's alright. It's alright. Maybe I'll get the AI. I'll twist his arm or whatever there to hammer out that fact that Corey is a guy's name. And maybe it will stop people from naming their girls Corey. I'm just kidding. Just my humor. All right, so there you guys go. You've seen the GPU working, and you've seen how I do my developing there, and it's logging in cache and calling Outlooking through the cache. So what is next here is to, do all the functions in Outlook through the AI chat box here. And I'm hoping that it can stay more dynamic than what we're doing so far. A lot of the tool calling is not perfect, but we could probably add reasoning to it. And I think that might be the best idea here. So I'm not too sure if 5.4 mini has a reasoning. And you can add this. Do you have reasoning power like DeepSeek? 5 hour. While I share some similarities to other advanced data, such as Microsoft's internal tools, October 21, my design focuses on providing users relevant answers while maintaining transparency regarding my capability. While I'm designed for a wide range, it's essential to note differences between me and AI like DeepSeek AI, hypothetically. It doesn't even know. So, this is the other weird thing about these things is that it's 2025 right now, and this is saying that it's up to date until October 2021, which to me is making me wonder. That's 4 years ago. So how advanced are these small language models today? If what Microsoft is giving us today is from 4 years ago, so that makes me wonder if what they have behind the scenes now, like in secret, is just way more advanced than this, and that I can imagine right now, just to give you a thought, is that the miniature models that are behind ChatGPT and Microsoft and Google and Grok and Twitter, are probably way more advanced than what we have on the front, and so this is the other interesting part of it all. There is that, pretty soon we'll probably be able to code and so on within these smaller models and so on. There, I don't code through them, but based on what I'm seeing here, I mean, it's pretty fast. Like that was super fast to write up that little story, and look at how many words. There's got to be 1,500 words there or so. That's really good. And so hopefully it'll just accelerate our abilities here soon, and so on. Anyways, we're gonna say bye for now, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I hope you liked my open outlook through the chat prompt command and all of the updates I made already there to show you that, hey, like, look at how easy this is. And keep note of that. If you are new to this stuff or whatever, keep note of your cache. Cache is memory. It saves time. It is great for reusability, and so on. That's something there that I've come to appreciate more and more every time I'm trying to build a new program there, because I hate having to repeat tasks that are not necessary, and by doing this, I already know what else I could do there right now. I could even, if I wanted to store all the cache for all the commands opening Outlook, I would just go to Gemini or use their API, and then just start telling write up 1,000 in the API, and the API will work for free. It doesn't cost any money. So it's separate from this chat feature, and what you could do is you could call it up through OpenWebUI. I'm going to do another video here right after this, and then I'll share what I'm going to do here to open up like 1,000 different things and then add them to my cache here. So I'll do that next year. All right, well, I'll let you go for now, and I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you got any ideas, throw them down. I'm always looking for new ideas on how to make new software, new programs, and solve new problems and so on there. Right now, I'm focused on email because I feel like email automation is the way of the future right now, until we've mastered voice command. And I think that's coming, but it's not here yet, but it's coming. So yeah, I'll let you go, guys. It's 39 minutes in, and we'll go from there.